Change. So many things, but according to Google, change is the act or instance of making or becoming different. This line alone is something I've known my whole life. When my mother met my stepdad, our big move to Texas, our even bigger move to Mississippi. I've attended 4 elementary schools, 1 middle school, was homeschooled once, jumped through 3 high schools, and this is the first school I've attended for more than 2 years. In the beginning, I didn't really know anyone. Well, I still kind of don't, but the friends I have are pretty awesome. These last few years haven't been the best, you could say. My junior year was chaotic. I was at a new school and I had to stumble my way around to get where I was going. I took a math class that was probably the worst class I've ever taken, but the teacher was very courageous and he took care of me over the duration of the time I was in his class. I ended up passing the class with a D, which I'm surprised is passing, but here I am today and I can say I didn't have to go through summer school, so I'm happy about that. But before all of that, a lot of things changed in my life. Within my sophomore and junior year, I had moved 3 times. From my great-grandmother's house to my great-aunt's house, who wasn't that great to my family, to another aunt's house, who is truly great, and then towards the end of my junior year, to my family's own apartment. But I've come to realize that a lot of things changed in my life, and they gave me a kind of looking glass into what I would think would be my future. And I had spoken to my teacher, Miss Blank, in her English class. Hi, Miss Blank. And she kind of gave me the idea that life is always changing no matter what. And we have to be strong enough to get through it without stumbling and falling. Well, we can stumble, but we have to be able to get back up and say that we got through that obstacle and we're stronger than we were before. And honestly, I've grown to know that all my life. 6, 5, 6, 4. I was 6 when my mom married my stepdad and moved us out to Texas from California. And at that point, I had no idea what I was in for. After 5 wonderful years there, I had had the last glimpse of stability I'd ever know and love in the 11 years of my life at that point. 6 years of foreseen hell led me to Mississippi, again leading to 4 new homes that I, to this day, never really unpacked my bags for. Settling is not a word I've grown accustomed to. It was a dream I always craved, but a passing daydream would have to suffice in the constant whirlwind of boxes and Scotch tape. And in all that moving, I learned that no matter where or how many times I may have moved, I was still me. And I was adapting over those years to the changes around me. During my senior year, I learned that not everything is going to stay the same, that the world is always changing, but I wish I had known that my freshman year. That I wasn't alone in life with depressive thoughts and indecisiveness driven by insecurity. I wish I'd known that the girl, the first I had ever loved, wouldn't feel the same. And I wish I hadn't focused so much on trying to find love and finding the fairy tale high school experience I saw on TV. It would have saved me so much heartache, but in all that, I learned so much. What I wish I'd known the most is that stability is a mindset. It's a state of mind where you're content with where you're at, and you don't feel like every problem you encounter rocks your world. Not in the sexy Michael Jackson kind of way, but in the crap I'm on the brink of crying because I can't pay my bills kind of way. At least that's what I think it is. And I haven't reached that point in my life yet because I still feel big change happening around me. I don't feel like I always will with the past that I've had and the person I've become. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't let where you come from change your future. And don't forget that life is always changing. That you are always growing and changing. And that will never change. Confusing, I know, but I'm almost done, so bear with me. I came to this life-changing place hating it because it was different, and I'd grown comfortable with the world I had been in. Total culture shock, but I've grown to love this place because it was here to help me succeed and to get to the next level in my life. And I can't hate a place for doing that. Now, before I go, I would like to introduce myself. I know you usually do that at the beginning, but at my beginning, I didn't get a chance. I never gave mine, so here it goes. My name is Melrina Nicole Stanford Madden, and I was a loner. I was lost in a world filled with angst, hatred, sadness, confusion, and I was misguided by my insecurities and trust issues. But I'm growing out of it and have learned to love myself. Well, almost. I'm still learning. But also to follow my heart and path I feel is best for me. I hope you all find your way too, so somewhere in the future we'll cross paths and be like, hey, hi, or something. But on with my introduction and my conclusion. 2017 through 2019 was a weird bubble for me, but I made good friends. I lost good friends, found the good in people and made them my friends. And I wouldn't change anything that happens because it made me who I am today. Fellow classmen of 2019, congrats, and I send all my support and love to you all. Dream big and remember, the world is changing. Don't let it change you. You change it.